Let me give you a rundown on a conversation I just had about age. This happens a lot, and it's probably going to ring true for so many of you. I get well, when you're my age, or what my age is. So let's say in this specific example, I'm 65. And here is my answer to, well, when you're 65, you weren't in the kind of shape that I'm in at 55. I'm just being honest. I'm just being straightforward. So the argument that you're 8, 6, 10, 15 years older than me doesn't work, because you weren't in my kind of shape at 55. You weren't in my kind of shape probably at 45 for a lot of people. So why am I making this video? I want people to understand the mental gymnastics that we play, that I've experienced working with so many people over the last 18, 20 months, and the hoops that we will jump through in our heads to make it okay that we aren't doing the things that we're supposed to do. I'm too old to go for a walk. I'm too old to do XYZ. Don't you understand? I'm so old I can't stay up late. I'm too old to get down on the ground and wrestle with the grandkids. Whatever it is. I'm too old to go shopping. I'm too old to go to the mall. I'm too old to go to the zoo. These things that I'm too old. And again, I always come back to, you weren't in my shape at 55. Mr. 65. You weren't in my shape at 45, Mr. 55, right? So that mentality is important when we look at health and in the greater context of our entire lives. As I said, everything is downstream of health. If our health is good, everything else is going to be better. Doesn't mean it's going to be great and fantastic and over the top. It might just be less suck than if you are overweight and battling those demons that are the foods that you know that you shouldn't be eating, or the things that you shouldn't be drinking. So I just want to add that bit of perspective that you weren't in the kind of shape that I am at 55. So you don't get to throw off that at 65, I don't understand. You weren't in my kind of shape at 55. So at 45, you don't get to throw off, or at 45, so you don't get to throw off now that you're 55, talking about that you don't understand when you're my age. Those arguments just don't hold up to the real world, particularly from my perspective. And I hear that enough that I thought, I'm gonna make a video. I'm just gonna put it out there so everybody's aware of it. And if this hits home with you, fantastic, because this whole thing is about discipline. Mind discipline. It's a game. It's a game played in your head. The physical part is easy relative to the mental part. That's why being aware of these things, I think, help. Opportunities are everywhere. You got to go get them. You know what to do. Go for a walk.